Hello everybody, it's Sunday afternoon. I'm in the office to do a bit of a recap of the week. Basically my sort of Sunday session that I do at work is about reviewing what the best trades were last week and then doing some preparation for what I think could be playing out in the week to come. So what we're going to do is we're just going to have a quick look at Bund on NFP. I thought there might have been an opportunity to fade there and I didn't take this trade. So we're going to have a quick look over the setup and then the price action, and then you and I will go back through this theme that we've had this week about improvement, and we'll go back and review that. Alright, let's go have a look at the Bund.
Okay, so here we are at the Bund. Now you can see last week that the market bid up. It had this kind of like grinding P auction, this kind of auction finish up here, completion, and close back here in value. The next day, the market then auctioned out this zone, but really it just rejected up here and then flagged here and broke down later. So what's interesting is just the lack of auction here, the fact the buyers couldn't hold the market up here. And so what was interesting for me in NFP is because, okay, if the market then auctioned into the zone, like especially on a number like we had, something that was within bank expectations, we hadn't seen any buyers up here. We'd seen this poor sort of ledge on this day where the market wasn't really able to, there weren't really any convicted buyers. So if the market extended into their fast on sort of an as expected number, then maybe there's a trade back. And so we're going to have a look at that on the ladders in a minute, and potentially, if we get into here, then maybe, that's just sort of a squeeze initially or an overextension and the market comes back and you can fade that. So that's what we're going to take a look at.
So we're about to watch the ladders. Bund is second from the left. This one here in with the purple offer. Okay, so the numbers just about to come out. You can see bonds bid, euros bid, equities bid. Bunds, we're trading up to 12s now into 15s, straight through 15s. Pushing up, there's a little bit of absorption at 21s, 20s, then 18s into the high at the top. If we notice the order book's really thin, kind of it's like 50-ish on each price, and the markets then get pushed straight back down towards 6s. So this is what we were talking about before, where up in that 26s region, or up in that area that of the profiles that wasn't that well traded. Then if the market came up here with a really thin book and got rejected back, you could have potentially faded that for like 10, 15 ticks, something like that. Okay, so that was my little wee idea of potential fade and Bund. I think you've got to remember that, okay, the number was as expected, so you get a quick fade after that, but other than that, you just need to step out and just let the market play out and, see what the market's telling you about how it wants to digest the NFP result. So this week, we had that improvement goal that we've been talking through, each day, and the three things there were, okay, what I do before the market opens, and that's about prepping and building conviction. 2, what do I do when the market is open? That's about getting into that performance and just executing on your plan that you made in your prep. And then the third thing was doing recaps, and that was just to keep you as in sync with the market you've been trading, but all the markets you're following, so that when you come back to making plans the next day, you're as in sync with the market as possible, and those things are as relevant, so you have that right perspective. And so then I suppose the big question is, how well did I do this week? So I was up this week, but to be honest, I don't think that is a very good metric of anything. There weren't a lot of opportunities this week. So I think, to be fair to myself and to stay true to what I actually want to improve on, there wasn't really a lot to take away from this week. So I think I need to just stick with exactly what I'm doing, focus on those three things, and then have a look at how we go next week.